Spinderella cut it up one time.
Okay, big basic shirt dress. Tent really. So what I love to do with something that's black and very just minimalist is add some gold to it. Fantastic vintage piece that I found at auction. A nice hip belt. Because what it'll do, look, it's lost some coins on it already, but it'll sit low on the hip with a little gold sandal like this. It has a very chic, sort of Roman holiday kind of feel to it. I actually feel like Caesar right now. So I'm loving the boho flow of this look, and I also adore the lilac pastel against the aqua, against the silver and mauves in my bangles, and the purples in my birdie amethyst earring. I'll do a close-up so you can see them. Fabric belts, fabric on fabric. This belt did not come with this dress. It just happens to work absolutely perfectly with it. Pick them up. When you see fabric belts around, pick them up because you forget what's in your closet. And many times you're shocked that things really, really work together. Now look at that. You see, now I've got a little more definition on this dress. It's not as flowy as it was. It's a little more, I don't know, it has something like a little bit more of a Saint-Tropez look, I'd say. I like to hang my fabric belts on dresses, you know, not so high so I look like I'm going to a hold down. No, that's not where I want to go. I want it a little lower down, okay? And I need to zhuzh a little bit. And I like to then not tie the loop. I like the loop to hang as almost an accessory in itself. Okay, I love this little shirt dress. It's a heavy denim. It's a very classic look. It's never gonna go out of style. I love it particularly with this little sort of French courage kind of 1960s shoe. But it came with this belt, which is just fine. It's not a problem whatsoever. But watch this. Ta-da! I've switched it out. What I did instead is I took off the self belt. I changed it out for a wider rattan belt, little ivory shoe to match, and it gives a completely different look. Now it's almost like there's something modern about the dress now. This little jumpsuit I've always loved. It's a great little piece, except I've washed it too many times. It's losing its color. It's looking a little wah. So I'm going to try and bring it up. And the best way to do that is to change out the belt. So here I am with that same belt that I just had in the jean dress. I've got it again in this brown color that happens to match stupendously. And that will happen if you start collecting belts as you go along in life and you see them. And you see, now look, it's just completely up the ante on this little jumpsuit. What I really love about this belt is that there's no metal on it. And what I mean by that is that you can then throw on gold without a problem. I could switch the silver out for all kinds of gold or any other color accessory for that matter. And it doesn't matter because it's not competing at all with the belt.
Come on.
Okay, so this is a fabulous fall look, n'est-ce pas? Yes, it's all the earth tones and the khakis, and it's got a gorgeous sort of hue to it with all the little gold accents. But let's up the ante a little bit. What do you say? Let's add a cummerbund. Okay, now this always takes a little bit of work, so let me just figure it out. This goes in here. Yes. Okay, we've got it. Okay. So this is slightly more fantastic because it gives me some shape. I must say that, oh my, it's time to put some tights on. Okay, so you know you've lived in Dallas too long when you've forgotten where your tights are. But in the meantime, so now this outfit really works. It's defining the waist with this beautiful tan cummerbund that picks up on the shoe. But note to self, when you put any kind of very wide, especially waistband on a shirt dress, it's gonna hike it up. So a little pair of tights is a nice thing to have handy.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
I know, it's kind of hard to talk about belts with these colors, but that's the reason I'm wearing it. You see, what I've done is I love this dress, this big blue flowy dress. It's beautiful as is. I'd probably do it with a long boho necklace if that's what I was going for right now, but I'm not. I'm trying to pick up the fantastic carrot color of these boots, which are beyond. What do? I want to grab a contrast color belt to the dress that picks up the color of the boots. I went to Joann's, I think it was. Then I bought a little bit of fabric and I brought it to my dressmaker, and you see, all of a sudden it's a very disco look now. It has a kind of 70s at the Studio 54 feel, and I'm loving this.
Talk about sex.
So this little number all started with the dress. Not this dress. This dress. Here, I'll show you. I bought it for this dress. You see, on a pencil midi skirt, particularly, a peplum style belt will increase your hip size and give you a little bit more of hourglass shape.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
So I rarely throw out a basic shirt dress, especially in white. This one really has had its day. But shockingly, it looks great with the peplum belt that I bought for the straight line skirt. What's fun about a peplum belt is that not only does it emphasize your waist, but if you have a fluted and fuller type of dress like this one, it mimics the shape. Okay, if I eat one bagel, these jeans are done. For sure, just saying. But they are original. Gloria Vanderbilt from the 1970s. I got them on Etsy and I'm so pleased with them. It's all about the high waist. So I was planning on doing a skinny little belt as an ode to the 70s tucked in to the jeans. And then I thought, no, screw that. Wrap it around your neck. Look at this. Love it. So chic, so cool. And you don't have to spend any money on a choker.
About sex. Let's talk about sex a little bit.